Hello, everybody. I've never gone live from my Facebook business page before, which is weird. Usually I go live from my personal Facebook page. So hopefully this works and you can join me here on my author business page. If not, then I will switch over to my Facebook personal page and go live from there instead. So I'm just gonna wait here for a little while and see if anybody joins in. Gone live from my Facebook business page before. Hi, Haley. Can you hear me and see me okay, Haley, from my business page here? Gone live from my Facebook. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm tired. The holidays make me tired. I think I'm gonna. Oh, hi, Kate. How are you? I'll wait a little bit longer and then I'll start talking. I think I get more publicity from my personal page, but I already told people I would be on this page, so I'm going to stay here. So hopefully people will be able to ask questions about Instagram or anything else they want to know. Hi, Misty. How's Drina doing? Tell her I said hi. I miss her. I just got out of the shower, you guys, so that's why my hair looks really weird. And my kids are sleeping, and my husband is sleeping. So it's nice and quiet in here, so it's a good time for me to get on because the only thing that's going to interrupt me is internet connection or Chrome. So if I get cut off, just stay tuned because I'll come back on again. All right, wait another minute or two. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. I actually ended up in the ER on Christmas Eve all day. I had vertigo, and I have never had that before, and it was horrible. So like last weekend, I just was walking down the hallway at home, and I just fell over, and my daughter was there, and she freaked out, and anyway, so it was not fun, but okay. I'm just going to start talking and I'll post the video so more people can watch in our author group or on my personal page. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Instagram strategies. A lot of people have asked me what I have done to get 3,000 followers on Instagram, and I started a new strategy on November 1st, and I think it's working pretty well because in November 1st I had 1,000 followers, and I just hit 3,000 followers today, so I'm pretty excited. Why do I want followers on Instagram? Well, hopefully more followers lead to more sales. And as a self-published author, of course, I'm marketing my own books. So I want to build up my audience on both Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms. So I made a little note here for you guys, so you could maybe take notes if you want to. So I started doing a bunch of research back in October about what I should do to increase my followers on Instagram. So I searched in my Facebook author groups that I'm in. I did Google searches. I asked people who had a lot of followers what they've done, and I of course took notes because I'm a teacher, so I do that a lot. And then I decided I'm gonna just, I mean, one of the questions I had was, you know, who's my audience here? Like, who do I want to follow me on Instagram? Am I targeting teachers? Am I targeting moms? Am I targeting book bloggers? Am I targeting other authors? All of the above. Am I targeting dentists, because my first book is about dental health? Am I targeting organizers and minimalists, because my second book is about having too much stuff? Oh gosh, it was a little overwhelming because I didn't know what to do. So I decided I'm just going to target all of them. So the first thing I did was I made a little calendar, 7 days of the week. Monday, I decided I'm going to post. I'm going to repost. I'm going to find things, and I'm going to post things about organization and minimalism, and I'm going to use those hashtags, and I'm going to promote this book on Mondays. Tuesdays, I decided are going to be terrific teachers. So I'm going to find a bunch of teachers on Instagram who have a lot of followers. I'm going to repost their awesome ideas, tag them, share them in my stories, and hopefully get some teachers following me. Wednesdays, I was doing Wholesome Healthy Wednesdays, kind of focusing on this book, eating healthy, having good habits, and I was targeting those healthy moms. On Wednesdays. Thursdays, I was doing, this is Parenting Thursdays, so I was trying to target just parents in general and just sharing like funny stories about my kids. And Fridays was, oh God, I can't even remember. I kind of dropped Friday. It was kind of like free for all Friday, where I would just post anything about any of my books and any news I had. And then on the weekend, I just kind of spotlight on, I did other authors, and I don't know, I did lots of different stuff on the weekend. Sorry, I'm really tired, so if I start rambling, I apologize. On the weekends, I just kind of let it go, because weekends, you know, when you have kids and you have a family, or you don't, even if you don't, you're just tired and worn out on the weekends. So not a lot of people on Instagram on the weekends anyway. So I started doing that, and I got followers that way. And then I started reading more about how to get more followers. And one of the other first things I did was, and this sounds really simple, but one of my author friends, Sunny, made a simple suggestion in our group, which was, hey, add the name author behind your name, your username. So here's my step one. My handle is Stacy C. Bauer, but if you look on my Instagram page, I'm going to get it up here on my phone so that you can see it. And this is just something really simple that hopefully when people find me on Instagram, they'll be like, oh, look, she's an author. So if you see my name, it says Stacy C. Bauer, and then it has a line and it says author, and it says author underneath. Okay, so if you're an author, make sure people know you're an author. Put that in there somewhere, okay? Number 2, your bio should be short, sweet, attention-getting, and people should know exactly who you are by looking at your bio. Don't make it some long, rambling thing that people aren't even going to read. So, and then have a call to action. So if my bio says wife, mother, teacher, because I am, children's author, encouraging kindness every day. And then I have my hashtag. This is my original unique hashtag from my series, Cami Kangaroo and Wyatt too. And then I have a call to action that says read now. And I'm using a link tree. So a link tree, that's another thing I was going to talk about, was your link in your bio. Linktree is a free service. I mean, you can pay to get more features, but I'm really cheap, so I just use the free one. So if you click on my Linktree, this is what comes up. Let's see if I can actually get it to show on here. So I have Cami White and Kindness to All my books are there. If people click on that, it goes right to Amazon. So they can buy my books in 2 clicks. All my books, you can buy my plush. My plush link is on here to go to my shop to buy my plush. And then the last link I have on there is my blog and my website. So you might say, why don't you just put your website on there? Well, then people have to go to my website and try to find, my books on my website this way. In my experience and me as a person, I'm impatient. I want to be able to buy your stuff right away in 1 or 2 clicks. Okay, so Linktree is a good source for that. And Linktree, if you go to your Linktree, you can see which links are working and how many clicks they've gotten. So it's kind of cool to see that. Okay, so your link should lead people to what you're trying to sell them. Now, some people are trying to most of us indie authors are trying to find ways to get more reviews on Amazon. When I'm running a free Kindle promo, I put the link right here in Linktree, and I will say link in bio. Some of my author friends are running a free Kindle promo and then they have no link to their book. So make sure people can get your book fairly easily, okay? All right. And the third tip I have for you on my handy dandy construction paper here is get the attention of people with an attention getting headline on your Instagram posts. So don't just be all rambly bambly and be like, your posts don't make any sense. I mean, short, sweet, to the point. What's your post going to be about? So for example, my post today started out, self-published authors do almost everything themselves. And then people will hopefully be like, oh yeah, we do. Or they do and they want to read more. Or earlier today I did, Cami is really excited about our cleaning project for today. But she's obviously not, because you can see in the picture she's not. So I mean, I like to make people laugh. So a lot of times I'll be sarcastic or something, and that's just my voice. Be your true self on your social media. Don't be somebody that you're not. Be authentic, because people can tell when you're being real. So have your headline get attention of your followers so that they actually want to read more and find out what your post is about. Okay, number 4, hashtags. People have different opinions about this. How many hashtags should you use? What kinds of hashtags should you use? Where should you put the hashtags on your post? So I've gone from using 3 hashtags. I know the limit is 30 or something like that. I've gone up to 30. I've done 1. I actually did a post yesterday and I didn't use any because I wanted to see what would happen. And still, I got a lot of likes and comments. So I don't know. Do they work? I think so. So what I usually do with hashtags and what I've read about is you want to use a variety of popular hashtags. So like the hashtag teacher has like millions of posts. So my post, as somebody who only has 3,000 followers, nobody is going to see that in that hashtag. I can still do it, and sometimes I do, but it's not going to be seen. Now the hashtag Cami Kangaroo and Wyatt too only has about 300 posts. So my post is going to be seen right away by anybody following that hashtag. Of course, there's less people following it. So I just use a variety. I use some hashtags that have that are really, really popular. I use some that are in the middle, and I use some that have hardly any followers, and then I hope that I'm kind of hitting. And I don't use the same hashtags every single time. Sometimes I use self-published. Sometimes I use indie author. Sometimes I use, if I have a post that I think teachers will be interested in, I use some teacher hashtags. If I have a post that moms will be interested in, I'll use moms. I use homeschoolers. I use librarians. If I'm posting something about this book, I use a lot of minimalist or organization, like Get Organized or Organize Your Life hashtags. If I post about this book, I'll use dental health hashtags, or too much candy, or eat healthy, or eat the rainbow, or healthy food, or books about nutrition, hashtags like that, because I want those people to know that, wow, she has this book out here that's going to encourage healthy habits. So as you're using your hashtags, use relevant ones, use a variety of hashtags. And, experiment with using 1 or 2 hashtags versus more than that and just see what happens. Okay. So we talked about adding author behind your name, making your bio short, sweet, to the point so people know who you are. Talked about using attention-getting headlines on your posts so that people want to read more. People are hooked. We talked about the different types of hashtags. Okay, something I've done to get a lot of followers in the last 2 months are giveaways. As a cheap, frugal teacher, author, self-published author, I love giveaways. Every single teacher I know loves free stuff. I mean, pretty much every person I know loves free stuff, but teachers especially, I feel like we're always like, ooh, a free pencil, or ooh, free notepad, or oh, free stickers. I mean, teachers, moms, my audience for my books likes giveaways. So I started doing them. I had never really done one before until a couple months ago, but I went on Instagram and I researched. There's a lot of teachers that do giveaways and they get tons of followers that way. So I researched them. What did they do? What did they say? Did they partner up with anybody? So I started doing a lot. If you look in my Instagram profile, you'll see all the giveaways I've done, and you can see what I've done and who I've paired up with. And most of them are books. Recently though, like right now I'm running a giveaway on my Instagram. One of my most recent strategies was I went in a women's business Facebook group, and I just posted, hey, does anybody want to partner up with me to do a giveaway on Instagram? Because I figured, oh, whatever, it's free. We could help each other. Maybe we'll help each other get some followers. And so this woman responded to me and said, yeah, I'm a Discovery toy advisor. I'd love to partner up with you. She like sells games and toys. I mean, hello, that's awesome. So this is our giveaway that we're doing today. It's called I made the graphic on Canva, and I titled it Family Fun Giveaway Number 1, because I'm going to do another one tomorrow. And I'm giving away one of my hardcover books, and then we decided to give away this fun Go Ape game. So I figured it's winter break, kids are home, their parents might be getting a little bit ready for their kids to go back to school. So they might want to win a game. I mean, my family loves to play games and we love to read, and those two things I feel like are make a good family fun time. So when I do a giveaway, I post my attention-getting headline, which right here is "Don't miss this, a week of giveaways." And then I did my hashtags: teachers, moms, grandparents, daycare providers, homeschool, kindergarten, preschool teachers. I say what they're gonna win. I tagged my person, my other, sorry, this is really hard to see. I tagged the lady who's doing the giveaway with me, and then I wrote the rules. And now my giveaways, I always do the same thing. They have to like the post to get the post more traction. They have to follow whoever is running the giveaway, and they have to tag somebody. And then if they want bonus entries, they can tag more people or they can share it in their stories. And then I say when it ends. So I'd say each giveaway gets me at least probably 20 followers, if not more. So I don't know. That's something that you can do. And what do the giveaways cost me? They cost me a book. So I'm like, ooh. They cost me a book, and they cost me shipping. So they probably cost me about $5. So I think it's worth it. Okay, so giveaways. So number 6 on my list of how to get more followers, loops. So there have been a lot of talk about loops on Instagram. So a loop basically is somebody starts a loop. There's teacher loops, there's mom loops, there's author loops. I'm sure there's more, but those are the 3 that I've seen because that's who I am, teacher, author, mom. So what you do is somebody starts the loop and they say something like this one. So I did this one yesterday. This one says, hello writers, blah, 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 blah. Here's her introduction. And she says, okay, like this image, follow the loop host. The host is this other author. Like and comment with a book symbol on each person you follow, and then repost the image. And then you have to make sure you go back and follow everybody who followed you. So it looks like this: New Year's author follow loop. So I've done a couple of these. I did a mom one, I did a teacher one, and I've done 2 author ones. And the ones that I liked the most were the author ones. I feel like the self-published author community is very supportive. I feel like honestly, they're probably the most supportive people I mean, as a group, they're the most supportive group of people that are following my journey because they understand what it's like. It's really hard. It can be disheartening and lonely and just you guys know how it is. I mean, you're nervous, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what you're doing, at least me anyway. So the author loops I felt like were very good. I did a teacher one and I got some teachers following me, but you know, a lot of them unfollowed, and then the mom one did too. So those 2, I don't think I'm going to do again. But if there's author ones, I like to follow authors and I like to encourage authors on their journeys. Okay. Something else I've done a lot is look up other self-published authors. So I will type in the hashtag self-published or indie author, and I will see who's posting those hashtags, and I will just go on their profile and I'll like a bunch of their posts and I'll engage with them and I'll comment and say, wow, that's great, or good job, this looks awesome. I love doing school visits too, and when did you get started and all that. And then I'll say, hey, I'm an author too. Do you want to follow each other? And probably at least half of them will say, yeah, of course I do. Because again, they understand what it's like. So I've gotten a lot of followers just by engaging with other authors, introducing myself and asking if they want to follow me. So we'll find other authors on Instagram. Okay, this is probably the most important thing, engage. You guys, so many of my author friends are like, oh, I can't get any followers on Instagram, but they don't do anything on Instagram. They do a post, maybe they might post every day, but they don't. Do you go on other people's Instagram profiles? Do you engage with them? Do you like their posts? Do you comment? Do you want people to engage with you? Because if you do, you have to engage with them and you need to take the first step. So when I first started, November 1st was when I said, I'm gonna get more followers on Instagram. I had like 1,000. I want 10,000. Right now I have 3. So we're, slow and steady. It's okay. But when I said I was going to do this, I was spending like 2 hours a day on Instagram. That sounds crazy, but it's, that's my job as an author, as a self-published author. You got to get on social media. I'm part of another writing community on Facebook, and a lot of people have asked me, how are you selling so many books? And I'm like, well, I've really been focusing on Instagram lately, and I'm not on Instagram. I mean, probably at least out of the last post I did in that group, probably 100 people commented on my post, and probably 75% of those people don't even have an Instagram account. So when I first started as a self-published writer, I didn't have Instagram either. I really didn't want to do Instagram. I was like, another social media. Like, I don't want to be staring at my phone all the time. I get it. Okay, it's addicting and it's a lot of work, but that's where the people are at. That's where the sales are at. That's where Amazon and social media, that's where I make 90% of my sales. Yeah, I do school visits and some events and stuff, but I have little kids. I don't have time to go out every night and on the weekends and do all these events and stuff. So this is where you're making your sales, online. So that's where it is. So I just joined Twitter like a month ago finally. And people are asking me, well, do you get sales on Twitter? Yeah, I have. So people have clicked my links and I saw sales, especially in the month of December. I sold a lot more books, and I think Twitter was part of that. So Twitter is super easy. That only takes like 5 minutes a day. Twitter's like Instagram, but way easier. So in my opinion. So on Instagram, you need to engage with people, find your audience and start engaging. And the more you engage with them, the more followers you're going to get and the more they'll engage with you. And keep doing it, because the more you do it, the more engagement you will get. You have to engage. Okay, don't just do posts. Do stories and Instagram TV. Every time I do a post, I actually share that post to my stories. Here's how I do it. I don't know if you knew about this. I just found out about this a couple weeks ago. I know I'm lame, but okay. So if I go to my, if I go to my Instagram feed here, here's the post I just did about, gosh, there has to be a better way to, here, I'm gonna see if I can turn the light down on my screen here. Let's see if that helps. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the post I did earlier today was about reaching 3,000 followers. If I want more eyes on that post, one little thing you can do is click on the post like this, and then click this little arrow down here at the bottom, and then you'll see this come up, and it'll say add to story. If you click on add to story, this little plus sign at the very top, it'll bring this up. This actually adds this right into your Instagram stories. It's so easy. You don't even have to make a new post. So then something else I'll do is I'll just type this little A in the top corner, and I'll write something like, wow, just reached 3,000 followers, or thank you, or something like that. Do I do hashtags on stories? Yes, I do. Just a couple though, not very many. And then I hit done, drag that up to the top. It's kind of light because it's white, so I might change it to black by clicking on it down here, hit done, it's up there. My name is down there. If you click on this another thing I just recently learned is if you go up here and you click on this little smiley face guy, and you do search right there and you type in tap, I just think this is so cool. I'm such a dork. All this stuff comes up, and you can click on tap here, and it puts it right there. And then guess what happens when you post this to your story? When people tap on that, it goes right to your Instagram post. So if I'm gonna add this to my story right here, right there, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find my story. You can find your stories by clicking on your little picture up here. Okay. That's not the story I just did. So hold on one second here. Oh, you'll probably see a bunch of the ones that are on here from people sharing my giveaway. Thanks for sharing the giveaway, guys. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's a tap here. If you click the tap here, this comes up and it says view post. People can do a view post, and it goes right to my post right there. So I just think that's kind of neat because people don't have to search for the post. It's right there. So that's one way that I use stories. Okay, let's see, where am I here? Instagram TV, I've only done once, but I actually kind of liked it. I made, what I did is I did a live video last week, and I just downloaded that video. If you go on your Instagram and you go to the middle right here, there's a TV. If you click on that, you can just upload videos. And these two videos right here are me talking about marketing. So if you want to know how I market my books, just go to my Instagram TV, and those two videos are right there. So, and both of them have gotten several hundred views on Instagram, which I think it's kind of cool because it was really easy. Okay, insights, use your insights. So you should hopefully have a business Instagram account. How do you know if you have a business account? Let's see, I know there's an easy way to check that. Where is it? Sorry guys, hold on one second here. Well, I know there's an easy way to check if you have a business account or not. I can't find it right. Maybe it's in settings. Okay, and if I go into settings, I can see business right there. So you should be able to click up here, and you can see the word insights. If you go to insights, you can see all your posts, how many people have seen them. You can see who your audience is. Is your audience men or women? What age is your audience? Where are they from? What time are they looking at your posts? What days are better? So if you're wondering, when should I post? Well, look in here. When is your audience looking at your posts? Mine is weird. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is really strange because I don't know. I don't understand how it could be in the middle of the day. Like, don't people have jobs? But they must be, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so it'll tell you, like, you know, how many impressions you got from Instagram, which means how many times Instagram showed your post. It'll tell you how many people saw your posts, how many people interacted, what day, which is weird because I had a lot of interactions on Sunday, and I don't usually, but I think it's because I was doing my giveaway and I posted about my giveaway on Sunday night. So use your insights to figure out when to post, who your audience is, and things like that. We already talked about the link in bio. I talked earlier about using Linktree and making sure that you have all your links ready to go so that people can find your books easily. We talked about target audience, influencers. Okay, so since my target audience is teachers, moms, homeschoolers, book bloggers, and people like that, I will search like teachers of Instagram, and I'll find a teacher who has about 10 to 20,000 followers, and I'll message them privately on Instagram, and I'll say, hi, my name is Stacy Bauer. I'm a mom and a teacher, and I'm also a children's author. I've written the following books, and I would love to send you a free signed book for you to post a review. I love your Instagram feed, and I'll make sure I engage with their feeds. It doesn't look like I'm just trying to sell them something. And, you know, probably about half of them will respond and say, I would love that. And I've had a lot of influencers post about my book, and I make sure they tag me. So if you look here, I recently sent out a bunch of my new kindness book to some influencers. So there's a post right there that somebody tagged me, and there's one there, there, and there. And then all these posts down here at the bottom are other people posting about my book. This costs me about $5. I mean, and it gets thousands of eyes on my book. People following me because of that. So I think influencers are a great idea. Okay. So before I talk about reviews, does anybody have any questions about Instagram? Anything else I've done to get, something else I do is I use this thing in Facebook Business called Creator, and you can actually schedule your Instagram posts. So if you're working and you can't post at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can create a post on Creator. If you just Google Facebook Creator, you'll find it. It's free. And you can create a post on there. You can use hashtags in it and everything. And then you can click schedule, and you can schedule it for whatever time you want. So if I'm laying in bed at night at 11 o'clock and I can't sleep, I will create my post for the next day for 10 o'clock in the morning or noon or whatever time I want to do it. And I'll just schedule it. That way I know it's done and I don't have to worry about it. Okay. So anybody want to ask me any questions about Instagram? No, you guys are quiet. Okay. So another thing I was going to talk about really quick was how to get more reviews on Amazon. I did a post in an author group I'm a part of, and I'm just going to kind of repeat what I said on there. So number one, support other authors. If you see in the group that other people have their book for free, download it and leave them a review, and make sure you let them know that you did it. And then when you get your book for free, send them a message or tag them and say, hey, my book is free. Do you mind reviewing mine too? And they'll be like, sure, no, I would love to. So I check in with the author group every day, and I will sometimes even search free books. And when I see one, I will get it. It takes like 10 seconds to click their link and download it. If I don't have time to read it and review it right then, I'll do it when I have a chance, and I'll just tell them, hey, I don't have time right now. But I mean, I have a list going that I haven't done yet, but I try to do like 3 or 4 a week. So, but I know there's a lot of people in the group that do these, but you have to support other people. Let's see, what else did I say in my post that I put on there? Oh, I said, find other people who are doing reviews too and partner up with them. So when I do a free Kindle promo, I will find other people that are also doing it, and I'll take a screenshot of their book and I'll tag them and say, hey, all 3 of us are doing free books today. Get your free books, support your author friends or whatever. And then I tag them so that they see that I'm doing that to support them, and they'll support me back. I also create a graphic on Canva, and I put it on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page, and I'll say, my book is free, go get it, review it, please. And then I'll boost it sometimes and pay like $5 or something to get more eyes on it. So I think it's worth it. Sometimes I do a BookBub feature at the same time. BookBub is like a company that sends out free or discounted books to all these subscribers. And so the last time I did one, I got like 9,000 reviews, and I got like 9,000 downloads, not 9,000 reviews, I wish. 9,000 downloads and like 50 reviews. So I think BookBub is a good way to get a lot of eyes on your book. Now, I don't know. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't get reviews when I do BookBub, but I advertised also. So I don't know how much of it was BookBub and how much of it was me advertising. I know all the downloads were BookBub. The reviews might have just been from me advertising my Kindle books. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, I'm gonna go because I'm tired and I'm gonna go get ready for bed here. But if you have any questions, feel free to write them below. So these are my books, and then these 2 paperback books just came out. And as far as content on Instagram, I post author content a lot, but I also post other content like I talked about. I try to keep it geared toward my business, but I also don't want it to just be like, hey, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. So like earlier today, my daughter and I were organizing, well, I mainly was organizing the file cabinet paperwork, and that goes with this book. I mean, I'll be doing, every day I do something that goes with one of my books. That goes with this book. So I did a post where I took a picture of my daughter with all the paperwork. And I said, oh, Cami and I are doing something fun today. We're organizing the file cabinets. And then if you swipe, and I always say something like, swipe to see a great book that would go along, that would help encourage you to go through your things. So here's my post with Cami. And then if you swipe, you'll see she dropped all the papers on the floor, which she was really happy about. Here's my book. I made this little graphic on Canva. And then I even posted a 30-day declutter challenge in which I tagged the person that I got it from. So I have a tag in there. I have my book in there, my call to action, get organized, get your book, some personal stuff that I'm doing at home with my daughter to appeal to parents. And anyway, so it's all in one post. So what are your books about? What kind of themes can you get from your books? Post about that, but make sure that you put your book in there too. Like this book, the kindness book I just wrote, I mean, I can do so much with this. Like, let's encourage kindness this year. And I'm going to take a picture of people being kind and post it on Instagram or something. Or I'm going to give away a kindness book or whatever, you know, in your classroom, teachers. And anyway, there's a lot you can do. Okay. So I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate having the company because you just, you know, as a self-published author, I never know if anyone's going to be watching here if you're talking to myself. I'm getting ready to kickstart my next book about screen time, another topic which it will be interesting to see if anybody actually buys this book. You're all going to buy it, right? Just kidding. Okay, so I just ordered these little magnets, and I'm going to be giving them to people soon because I'm going to kickstart this book February 4th. So if you would like a discounted copy, go to my website, stacycbauer.com, which I put right here. I even said, here's my call to action. Subscribe to my email list for a special discount. Hi, Misty. Thank you. Subscribe to my website for a special discount, stacycbauer.com. If you go on there and you subscribe, I'm going to send out an email on February 4th, and you will get the book cheaper than everybody else. So don't forget to do that. Okay, so once again, if you just joined, here's all my tips for Instagram. Okay, make sure you add author to your Instagram handle. Make sure your bio is short, sweet, to the point, and says exactly who you are. Use attention-getting headlines on your posts so that people want to read more. Use relevant hashtags with different levels of popularity. Go out there and do some giveaways. If you go to my Instagram, you can see all the ones I've done. Decide if you want to try a loop or not. Look up authors on Instagram and engage with them and follow them, and they'll most likely follow you back. My tip number 8 was engage. The more you engage, the more engagement you'll get. Use Instagram stories, Instagram TV. Just try it. I mean, you know, like I said, I tried Instagram TV and I thought it was pretty cool. Use your insights on your business page. Make sure your link in your bio is relevant and goes right to your selling your book. Linktree is great for having more than one link. Target your audience. Use Instagram influencers to post for you. And then I talked a little bit about how to get more reviews. So if you missed it, feel free to go back and watch it from the beginning. And then feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Okay, good night, guys. See you later.